to go
I
live?
hit the button and they asked me another question.
Oh, well, we're live now. I see that we're live now.
Yeah, yes, we are. Now what? Now that we're
I'm doing my my high latency impression.
oh,
Is it streaming? Is it streaming in the? Is it showing you on my YouTube channel?
not yet. Nope. But I don't know what to do to get it to do that.
Okay, so I guess refresh the view, or click on live or something. You should be able to see the lives.
Well, live. Okay, I can do that. Yep.
Otherwise, like I said, I'll just have to grab my phone and we'll just have to hope it doesn't die.
Oh, hey, here we are. Just a minute. No,
Okay.
that's last week's.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, forget it. I'm going to go grab my phone and we're just going to hope that it doesn't die in between this process. So
Okay.
please entertain everyone while I go and try to do this.
Yeah, my day is full of things to keep me focused and interested. Here it is. Well, maybe I should say who we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Hi, Shabbat Shalom. We are the mortal remains of the Orahava Mitzvahers, and we are lay people, and we put on a Shabbat ceremony pretty much every Friday night.
Yeah.
And we make lots of mistakes. We have a good time.
Yeah.
And for people who can't get to a better ceremony, or people who get excluded sometimes, because I think one of our failings as a people is we do a lot of excluding. It's understandable given the history, but I still think it's an error.
Well, we're doing what we can now.
In any event, we require only that you be of positive intent, and we're certainly not going to try to do anything that would be questionable, unless you question Judaism as a whole.
Yeah.
So I'm Dr. Paul Sussman, also known as the Night Shrink, also known as Hey You, also known as Paul. Isaac is my son, also known as Isaac.
Yeah. Also known as Zortan the Immortal among my friends, but not the ones that he knows of. No, I'm not known by that.
I thought you were Corpmaster 5000.
9,000, and that was for gaming mostly. At least Zortan the Immortal is. You'll find out someday.
Okay, and our fearless leader here is Dr. Rebecca, and she is she's with us from one side of North America. We're from the other side of North America.
Yeah.
And between the three of us, we're in two different countries. We have another couple of people who join from time to time, and if they do, you'll get to see them. And we're looking to get listeners and maybe even participants from all over the world. And meanwhile, we're starting where we start, which is not. Well, it is what it is. It is this. This is it. And so again, Shabbat Shalom. And I think we could start with the bim bim bam bim 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 bam bim 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 bam Bim bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat 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 Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat 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 Shalom, Shabbat 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 Shalom, Shabbat 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 Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat 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 Shalom.
That was beautiful, you guys, and I got to share everything out. And now I have a nice little reading for you.
Yay.
This is from Chabad, where my house is. So, the rainbow appears after the storm, not instead of it. This week we read the Torah portion of Noah and the story of the great flood. After the arduous task of building the ark and enduring the long, stormy days and nights, Noah finally emerges with his family into a renewed world. God makes a promise that the world will never again be destroyed by floodwaters and seals it with a magnificent sign, the rainbow. It was only after the flood that the rainbow appeared, only after the storm that the colors shone so beautifully. The same is true in our lives. It is often through challenge and struggle that our deepest beauty and light are revealed. Without the storm, we would never see the rainbow. And now I'm going to stick my phone back on the charger because, as you know, it's very low in battery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we were able to get it that far. So.
Okay.
Yep.
So I wonder what that did to my view of it. Let me have a look. Because if we're on there, maybe my phone being charged will keep us on there. I don't know. Let's see. No, it doesn't appear to have. Well, hang on, just wait. There's one more thing to try. Oh. Let me look. Nope, it's the same as it was before. So, we'll just get it out. We'll stick it online later, I guess.
What?
Okay.
What's wrong?
Is it online now?
Yeah. I shared everything online and then I put my phone back on the charger.
Okay, so hang on. Home. Live. Wish I knew why. I refresh the picture. No, all I got is the one from 6 days ago. Oh well. That doesn't matter if we're already on. There it is.
Yeah, we're on and it's live.
Okay.
So I don't know. It should tell you my channel is live, but I don't know what it's doing.
Yeah. Well, my phone is new as well, so there's that variable too. Yeah. So it's I don't know entirely how to show off with it the way I did my old one just yet.
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
I will. Okay. And hang on just a moment. We've got some psalms to sing.
I think you need to set something on fire, sir.
Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah. Hey.
Yes, we do.
Try to set some things on fire.
Alonzai, which is how a French person with an Australian accent says allons-y.
What did you say, Isaac? Alonzi?
Alonzai, which I then described as an Australian accented French person saying allons-y. Alonzai, etc., etc.
Yeah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu b'hadigner shel Shabbat. Amen. And you could see for miles. Yay.
I mean,
Okay.
you can do that regularly as well. I think humans can see about like a mile out or so.
We're not bad.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, we light 2 candles, one to remember the commandment to light a candle, and the other to be the candle that's lit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we light 2 candles when we turn on a Dell computer with a toucan background, because that's light.
you're stretching.
Yes, I am.
Okay,
I'm stretching a little bit. I'm getting stiff.
so
I don't get it, Isaac, but I'm going to roll with it anyway because I don't have to get it.
Mm-hmm.
well, actually, it's yeah, it's a guy named Dell who has a T-shirt with a toucan on it.
Yeah. Now the joke is based off if you say light 2 candles really quickly, it sounds like you're talking about 2 candles. And I had to figure out something to do with that.
It sounds like the name of a doo-wop group.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, okay. And speaking of doo-wop groups, Yedi Nefesh Avarachamam Mesochav Deha El Retzonah Yarusadeha Kemoyam Yishachabe El Mohadaraha Yeravyo Yedidutecha Benofesu Bechotam. My voice is coming back a little bit.
Yeah, you're starting to sound pretty good over there, sir.
Yeah, seasonal allergies here where I am have been taking out my voice, and I've been taking over-the-counter antihistamines, which I don't think are powerful enough, but they are making an improvement.
Mm-hmm.
So I just have to accept the fact that I'm now allergic to a bunch of stuff that I have to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm blaming Exxon.
Yeah.
That's it.
Excellent.
But, ironically, it's probably vapors from a lithium-ion battery plant.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Dell Strikes Back, huh?
Yeah. Okay. Lehuneраneha ladonai naria letzur yishenu ekadamathana betoda bismirod nariah. Shirul Adonai, Shir Hadash, Shirul Adonai, Koharetz, Shirul Adonai, Yahu Shemo, Baseru Miyom, Ashu Adon, La 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 la. Lie, 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 lie. Shirul Adonai, Shir Hadash, Shirul Adonai, Koharet. Shirul Adonai, Baruch Shemo, Baseru Miyom Le'om, Yeshua.
Shabbat is the place where time and space meet, without questioning how the beginning began or how the ending ends.
Shabbat is the place where song and silence meet, blessing each other with the gift of rest.
Shabbat is the place where dreams and angels meet, yearning together for a world of peace.
Shabbat
Is the place where holiness and eternity meet, praying together for the world to come.
Sorry, I didn't mean to move ahead like that. My hand hit something, and evidently
That's good. We moved right along.
Yeah.
it's been like this today, I guess. So
Yeah, no, it's nice that somebody other than me screwed up. Yeah, yeah. I was going to tell people during the prior to the Shirul Adonai thing, I was going to tell them if they don't know the words, just sing la la la. And
I had a friend of mine who used to sing watermelon to songs when she didn't know the words. She would just mouth watermelon, and she would look like she was, singing.
on top of it.
Yeah.
Yes, well, certainly. When one says watermelon, one tends to move one's visible mouth parts in a decisive manner.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, we're going to sing Lecha Dodi, which is welcoming the Shabbat bride. Of course, there isn't a real Shabbat bride.
Yeah.
This is a metaphor.
Exactly.
As are many objects being referred to in lore and in the Bible for sure.
Yeah.
And the Epic of Gilgamesh. And
you can't take it too literally. You just kind of got to take the lessons from it.
Yeah, you take the lesson literally.
Take that. Yeah, of course. Just the rest of it is,
So this is traditional to express our view of the welcome of Shabbat as being the kind of welcoming that one has in one's heart for a bride as she arrives to her wedding ceremony.
Précisément.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nikabela. Shamor v'lachor b'dibur hadish mi'anu, elam yuad Adonai echad. Ushmo echad l'shemo tiferet v'lehilah lecha dodi li'ikakala pene Shabbat nekabela likrat Shabbat le'uven hakimeho abraham merosh mikedem Yeshua somase emashavatila lechadodi likakala pene Shabbat nekabela yaminu smol tifro tzivier Adonai taritzi al yad ishben hartzi v'nesmecha Benagela lecha dodi likakala pene Shabbat nikabela boi v'shalom ater melagam b'zima uzo emule asegula belitila boi hila lecha dodi likakala pene Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi likakala pene Shabbat nekabela. Now we move into the Baruch. Baruch Adonai Hamevorach. Baruch Adonai Hamevorach. Elam Ba'ed. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher b'dvar ma'ariv בחוכמה פורטי העשירים, ובינה משנה עתים ומחליף את הזמנים, ומסדר את הכוכבים, ומי שרוצה כן ברק יכיר צהר. בורא יום ולילה, גול היום מפני חוסן וחוסן מפני אוהד. ומעביר יום ומביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמעו. El Chai Chayam, Tamid Lo Aleinu Le'olam Ba'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai, Amorim V'Abarim. Now the Shema, which is the central core of our belief. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kol Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. V'ahavta Adonai Elohecha, v'chol levavecha, uv'chol nafshecha, uv'chol miyadecha, v'ayu advarim ha'eleh, asher anochi mitzavacha, hayom al levadecha, v'shinimtam levanecha, v'dibartam, v'shiftecha, v'vitecha, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם ליד ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך, ובשעריך. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתיכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Now we get to sing Moses' sister's song of joy. Mm-hmm. Why was she so full of joy?
Because this was right after they had miraculously parted the seas to escape the Egyptians, who had decided that they actually weren't really on board with the whole freeing the slaves thing. So followed along to try to capture them back. Whether one believes this to be the pure magic of Hashem, or there being a land bridge, it is a miraculous either way in its own likelihood. And so when viewing this, she could not help but ask, what God does this? What other God is like this? But the one we worship.
Means who is like you? Right? To my understanding, anyway. Mi chamocha b'alei Adonai, mi chamocha le'elav hakodesh, shora ehilo osei felei. Mi chamocha b'alei Adonai, chamocha le'elav hakodesh, shora Elo Osei Nora Teilo Ose Fele Nema Kipada Adonai Yaakov Ugalomiyad Azak Mimenu Adonai Yisrael Hamocha Ba'im Adonai Hamocha Nera B'Kodesh Nora Tehilo Oze Felei Hamocha Ba'im Adonai Hamocha Nera B'Kodesh Nora Tehilo Ose Alleluia Shabbat Shalom Frost Alleluia Shabbat Shalom Baruch atah Adonai Haporis Sukkot Shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Amen. Spread over us the shelter, please. Us, our friends, our enemies, the whole world. Please bring us peace. Now we come to the Torah reading, which, as has already been said, is the Parsha of Noah, which is the tale of Noah and the flood. And so here's the elements of the story, and I'll tell you in a bit. I've got some more. I've got a commentary that explains a bit why I'm calling it a story. But God instructs Noah, who's the only righteous man. It was down to that. Right? And the whole world consumed by violence and corruption. I think we can all relate to that.
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know. I think that was something on Dr. Fine's end.
Okay.
It sounded like a phone thing.
I'm blaming
I get a lot of dings and stuff on my end because I have other browser tabs open and stuff. So I just ignore all of that. So, you know.
Oh, okay. I just thought it caught me on sin.
Yeah.
It's
And it's kind of funny when it does that. Sometimes these things will ding in a timely, like when it's on time for things. But anyway, go ahead with what you were saying.
Yeah, okay. So God tells Noah to build a large wooden tiva, or an ark, coated within and without with pitch. A great deluge, says God, will wipe out all life from the face of the earth, but the ark will float upon the water.
Yeah.
Sheltering Noah and his family and 2 members, male and female, of each animal species, and 7 of the pure species, whichever ones those are.
Exactly.
So rain goes in and falls for 40 days and nights. And the waters churn for 150 days more before calming and beginning to recede. So that's a bit more than 6 months.
Yeah.
quite a flood. The ark settles on Mount Ararat, and Noah dispatches a raven and then a series of doves to see if the waters were abated from the face of the earth. That's a quote.
Yeah.
When the ground dries completely, exactly 1 solar year after the onset of the flood, God commands Noah to exit the Teva and repopulate the earth.
All right.
Noah goes ahead and builds an altar and offers a sacrifice to God. God swears never again to destroy all of mankind because of their deeds and sets the rainbow as a testimony of his new covenant with man. God also commands Noah regarding the sacredness of life. Murder is deemed a capital offense. And while man is permitted to eat the meat of animals, this is a first, by the way, some people don't notice that, he is forbidden to eat flesh or blood taken from a living animal.
Mm-hmm.
Noah plants a vineyard and becomes drunk on its produce. All right, blame the grapes. 2 of Noah's sons, Shem and Japheth, are blessed for covering up their father's nakedness. Evidently, he went to sleep naked. While his third son, Ham, is punished for taking advantage of his debasement.
Yeah.
The descendants of Noah remain a single people with a single language and culture for 10 generations.
I have bees, I call them, they come and get them.
Then they develop invincibility.
They
God
come,
confuses their language so that,
usually when
quote,
Harold,
one does not comprehend the tongue of the other, end quote, causing them to abandon their project and disperse across the face of the earth, splitting into 70 nations.
that rainbow,
So this, the Parsha of Noah concludes with a chronology of the 10 generations from Noah to Abraham, and the latter's journey from his birthplace of Kasdim to Charan on the way to the land of Canaan.
Yeah.
Now, the commentary I've got has a couple of things in it that I found interesting, so I'm going to go to it here.
for you sometimes, and I say
And
that.
this, the last we owe to Chava.org, this to Rabbi Karen D. Keda. And she points out we will never know the historicity of this great flood. Other cultures write of devastating floods,
Yeah.
most notably the Babylonian narrative of the Epic of Gilgamesh. But it is clear that the author of the biblical narrative is not interested in giving us an historical account. And anybody who knows anything about biology knows that that's impossible to rebuild a species from one person or from 2 animals. You know, it's just not possible. The author is probing our relationship with God using this story as a metaphor
Precisely.
and in search of a reason for the natural phenomena that can cause us great disaster. Okay, now the author of Noah concludes that there's a cause and effect. When we sin, God exacts punishment, usually harsh punishment,
Yeah.
for the wickedness of the people. The world would actually be destroyed. And this theology of reward and punishment is found throughout the Torah. The rabbi here says, I do not believe in a connect the dots deity.
He is living in
I believe that whenever we claim to know cause and effect, we do so with arrogance and hubris. I'm going to have that tattooed on my forehead. And I'll just jump through. She gives a wonderful story of the metaphor and dream she had and everything, which is really good. So how do we find meaning in this great and curious Noah narrative? Even as some of us, myself included, reject the theology of reward and punishment. If we do not read this narrative as history and do not read it as theology, perhaps we can find the meaning within literary conventions. There is meaning in the parable. Every detail of the ark that Noah is instructed to build is described, including the window, broken opening, tsar, is the word for the opening, for light in the ark. Ventura, a 16th century commentator on Rashi, wrote that the word for window, tsar, shares the root for the word sarayim, meaning noon. He, along with other commentators, say that Noah was commanded to build an opening that would let the noon light shine within the ark. This was a window of hope waiting for the new day to dawn, a window to the world, to the heavens, to an external source of help, an opening so that Noah could send forth a messenger, a dove, who could search the landscape and let him know that it is safe to emerge. And indeed, the birds circled the world for dry land. After a while, toward the evening, as the sun begins to set, a dove returns, carrying an olive leaf in its beak, proof that we can begin again. And here the Torah offers us a great spiritual metaphor. It's the story of the window in the ark, which teaches us the abiding lesson of resilience. For sometimes life imposes upon us great distress. Oh, well, you can see that again. And when it does, the Torah teaches through metaphor and allegory, we should be a vessel of safety to weather the storm. And when we do, we shall not forget to build a window, an opening to the world, a way out of our despair, for the ark is not meant to harbor us forever. Second explanation is also offered by the rabbis for the meaning of the window. Malbim, a 19th century Hebrew grammarian and Torah scholar, suggests that Noah didn't build a window, but rather the word tsar refers to a precious stone called sori. Well, that's tsar then. This stone, he says, is iridescent by its very nature, illuminating from within and generating its own light. He then uses his metaphoric interpretation to offer a different reading of the prefix I in the verse, from place an opening for light to shine into the ark to make an opening for light inside the ark. Okay? This stone that generates its own light. That's a beautiful metaphor for resilience. Meaning is not found within the adversity and the tragedy. Meaning is found within the inner resources of our being. We regain our balance through the courage it takes to live with mystery and ambiguity. We live in a vast sea of the unknowable, confusing and ambiguous living. There is so much we simply do not know and will never understand. Faith is not blind. Faith is not a simplistic connecting of the dots. Faith takes root within the constant struggle to know the limits of our humanity, living on the stream of what we can know and what is simply unknowable. So when we find ourselves overwhelmed with trouble and pain, we can make of ourselves an ark, a safe haven with its source of life and resilience. And if the history of the Jewish people doesn't fit that, I don't know what does.
Exactly.
But you know, when people get into argument, I'm going to shut up in a minute as more people talk. But when people get into arguments about whether it's possible for the art story to be true, literally true, I love what she has to say about this.
Yeah.
It's not meant to be literally true.
No.
And don't be silly. Of course, it's not literally true. Where are the penguins?
Yeah.
And even if there were penguins there, how'd they get there?
Exactly.
It's like stupid. What they do, fly in on LL.
No. Like one can mention that, like, for being realistic about it, 2 of every animal back in that time, it would have been much lower than what we expect now. Like, they didn't start getting out the taxonomic research.
2 paramecia. And would that be 4 mecia?
Yeah.
You have 2 paramecia.
Yeah. And of course, the concept of
They don't.
so the thing is that, like, it's yeah, you can try to explain, like, the concept of a great flood that got the whole world back in an era where the whole world was probably like a couple kilometers out east, is something that can be said, but ultimately,
Hang on, I'll be right back.
okay.
I'll be right back.
What I mentioned is ultimately that, like, as we said earlier, you don't need to take the story literally. You got to take the lesson literally, and this.
Well, and it also explains to me, at least it provides a potential explanation for the other chronicles of floods in other religions.
Exactly.
There's one I understand written in hieroglyphics on the walls of the pyramids.
Yeah, there's one described in the Epic of Gilgamesh.
Yeah, and so this appears over and over again. And people will sometimes say, well, maybe Judaism lifted it from Gilgamesh. Well, maybe it did.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a metaphor. Every culture, the people of every culture, unless they're seriously, characteristically unlike me, have their down times, their periods where they feel sorely beset.
Mm-hmm.
But doesn't that make,
Go ahead.
doesn't that make it a more credible and a more valid metaphor that it's shared across every culture?
Yes.
Yeah, it tells of a shared human experience of some kind, even if it's not the same flood in all of them.
Yeah.
Again, is that, like, something I noticed as we were going through this time is, like, wow, we really just go from Noah to the issues of his sons to the Tower of Babel, and what I'm realizing is just, like, as we're talking about it, like, we're talking about it through the lens of mythology and metaphor and such. Well, yeah, of course it is. When our, as I mentioned many times in these discussions, our earliest printing of Torah is like like half a millennia after this would have happened. Like, this is like,
This was an oral tradition.
Yeah, it was an oral tradition. So it's like, it's probably got a lot of shifts, a lot of time we can't account for, and ultimately we're still in that part of that story where it's more nebulous, where we're closer to Genesis than we are to Moses still right now, and so you gotta look at it in the way of, like, well, what is this parable trying to teach? It's just because it's probably very much mythologized. That's
well, yeah, like the Torah. Well, you're majoring in history. What's the last part of history? It's story.
exactly. Yeah.
It's a story we tell to organize our thoughts about phenomena.
Exactly.
And every story that I know of, except maybe some stuff by Franz Kafka, I don't know, or James Joyce, organizes itself around a coherent timeline and can be taken to be attempting to be a literal history. But if you read the Torah closely and if you understand anything about biblical Hebrew at all, parts of it could definitely be referring to real events.
Mm-hmm.
And parts of it could definitely never be referring to that couldn't happen. If you know anything about genetics, you know that you can't take 2 members of one species and build the species back.
Yeah.
You can't. That's not
Exactly.
possible.
Yeah.
You need the genetic variability to get a species that will survive at all.
Mhm.
Otherwise, all you need is a change in the weather and everybody's dead.
Exactly.
Make noise. Make noise.
So anyhow, I love that the rabbi here pointed out that this isn't intended to be a history. Because I've been in so many arguments about, oh, well, could Noah ever have happened? And what a good answer. The answer, no, it couldn't.
Mhm.
And then you say, well, it depends on what you mean by happen.
Exactly.
Do you mean symbolically or literally?
Mhm.
Because heck, symbolically, it's happened in my life.
Yeah.
There have been times I could tell you it's happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
But if you mean literally, no. I haven't been through a flood of that nature.
No, it hasn't. But yeah, the point I'm getting at is just that, like, like I could poke holes into it. Like, okay, so we immediately had a big flash flood for all of the wicked peoples, but afterwards, we tried to build a big staircase straight to God, and somehow all that got us was different languages and cultures.
Yeah.
And real big punishment there. But but like, of course, these follow from each other. We still don't have many definite time frames. We just know it's the descendants of Noah. This could be millennia later. Who knows? And the point is the stretch of it. Unrighteousness doesn't pay off, and that's something to.
And hard times pass.
Yeah.
And resilience is an inside job.
Exactly. Yeah,
Dr. R, we've been blabbering here.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I didn't have anything to add, so I think we should move on to the Mishabarak. But I appreciate you asking me.
All right. Okay. So we're going to move to Mishabarak.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can live in this world and not have somebody who comes to mind when we're going to say we're going to do a blessing for healing, you haven't been paying attention.
Précisément.
Okay, so I have a new one for you this week.
Okay.
I have a friend of mine from college who is now a pastor, and I saw on his Facebook page that he is having a baby shower for the women and the babies who their husbands and fathers have been deported by ICE. And so that's my new one this week.
Yeah, I think.
Well, that just took the wind right out of me.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I think, honestly, it's interesting you bring that up on that on the parsha of Noah, but also the one that speaks of the Tower of Babel.
No.
What?
That's not. That's one.
Oh, that's also not right. Okay, yeah, but I mean, it's like because what is this ice nonsense besides, well, the consequences of Babel, isn't it?
It's a misunderstanding of one another because of differences in the way we refer to things.
Yeah, like the belief that these people are so different that they are to be that those outside of our cordoned off decided areas are so different from us that we must be not only hyper protective but hyper punishing of those daring to
be different,
break our rules and such.
Yeah.
Or even the fact that they are different at all. I'd say I think there's like we are seeing, like we have just read about the consequences of, well, how that very thought process was itself a punishment upon us. So yeah, I think that's a good one to mention. That's a really good one to mention.
Are you okay, Paul? You're like disappearing and coming back.
I'm trying to figure out how to make my camera point where I want it to.
Oh, I wasn't sure what was going on. Weird.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm just It's like the only way I can get in the center of the screen is by, by leaning into the table that we have, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm here. Yeah, I haven't heard people in all of this brouhaha about ICE and such.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't heard people talk about the fact that, I mean, people are arguing about whether or not immigrants, legal or not, obey the rules or not.
Yeah.
I haven't heard a lot of discussion about, you know what, there are conditions under which some people have to break the rules,
Exactly.
or it is at least understandable,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and, you know, I find it really interesting to listen to a bunch of billionaires talking to me about how I shouldn't steal bread, but I won't go into that.
Yeah.
Anyhow, here we are. I'd like to do a Misha Barak to heal all the people at that party.
Yeah.
I think that's a beautiful idea.
Absolutely, and just to heal the divide that our differences have created in us.
All right. Well, there we go.
All right. Misha Barak, our fathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Misha Barak, our mothers, Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel. May the Lord bless those who are sick with complete good health, the renewal of spirit, the renewal of body. Let us say Amen. Misha Barak, Avotenu, Abraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov. Misha Barak, Imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Levi, Rachel, U'Yisrael, Ekol HaHolim, Yeruah, Shlema, Refuah, Anefesh, Refuah, Agov, Ve'Nomar, Amen. Okay, we're into the part where we get to stand up. Am I still in the camera? No, of course not. It's that tower again, isn't it? Yeah. I'm getting a new camera. I think that's it.
Yeah, we'll stop at Staples over the weekend.
Yeah, right. Okay, so we're going to do the Amidah now.
Yeah.
Adonai sifatati takufi agitelatecha. Eternal God, open our lips that our mouths may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzhak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah El Hagidol Hagibor Ve'Hanora El Elyon Gomer Hasadim Tovim V'Koneh HaKol V'Zocher Hasdei Avot Imaho U'Mevik Olim Le'Venehem L'man Shmo Bi'Ava Melech Ozer Mashiach Magen. Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Ufoked Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'am Adonai Rav Le'Oshia. Mashiv Haruach Omarid Hagashem. Mechaye Hayim Bechesed. Mechaye Kol Hai Birachamim Rabim. Som Lenoflim Birochei Holim. Umatir Asurim. Umechaye Emunato. Lishnei Afar. Michamocha bar Gibut. Uyom Elah. Melech Emir Umechaye Umatzimach Yeshua. V'ne'emar lehayot kol chai. Baruch atah Adonai Mechaye kol chai. Atah kadosh v'simcha kadosh u'kadoshim b'chol yom. Ya'alelu chasela. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. I guess where we're at,
Yeah.
we've reached
Party time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I like to explain this drinking thing because it differentiates us from this point in some other theologies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're drinking this in thankfulness to God for creating the fruit of the vine,
Yeah.
and for making of the fruit of the vine something we can make something out of that helps us follow His command to let go and relax at Shabbat.
Absolutely.
So that's what we're doing, all right?
Ah.
And it goes like this. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei ha'asem. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'asavanu l'shabbat kodsho v'yavau ratzon imilanu zikaron l'maseh b'reshit ki hu yom tehilah l'mekra kodesh zecher l'yetziat Mitzrayim. Kibanu b'harta v'yotanu gidata v'kol ha'im v'shabbat kodshecha v'yavau ratzon hinatanu. Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen. L'chaim.
I think that we have, yeah, there we go.
2 metric ounces,
Mm-hmm.
no more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We probably went through about 5 different keys in the first couple of lines instead of finding one that worked.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go with the Elena. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה יוצר ראשית, שנתן לנו תורה אמת וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו, ואנחנו קוראים ומשחרים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו On that day, we shall all hear each other called by one name, call God by one name. And on that day, may God be one. Now we're moving on into the celebration of life part, where we celebrate the lives of those who have gone on.
Mm-hmm.
And I like this part, so let's get into it. It's called the Kaddish.
Mm-hmm.
In the rising of the sun and in its going down,
We remember them.
in the blowing of the wind and in the chill of winter,
We remember them.
in the opening of the buds and in the rebirth of spring,
We remember them.
in the blueness of the sky and in the warmth of summer,
We remember them.
in the rustling of the leaves and in the beauty of autumn,
We remember them.
in the beginning of the year and when it ends.
We remember them.
So long as we live, they too shall live.
They are now a part of us as we remember them. Yit Gedal, Yit Gedal Shemei Rabbah, V'yam Divrei Yerutei, V'yam Malchutei, V'chayechon, U'v'yom Echon, U'v'chayedecho B'Yisrael, Ba'agala, U'v'zman Karim, V'imru, Amen. Ya'ish me'Rabba Mavora, Le'olam me'amaya Yitbara v'yishtava, v'yipar v'roman v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yithale v'yithala, shemei v'gudisha b'rihu. Le'olam mikol birhata, v'ashirata, tushbechata b'nehemata, Damiran v'yalma, v'imru, Amen. Yehi Shalom Arada Mishamayim, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. Oseh Shalom b'imroma, v'yaseh Shalom, aleinu v'al kol ha'alam, v'imru, Amen. May the God of peace bring peace to all who seek peace. Let's say again.
Mm-hmm.
Amen. And we can sit down now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's being recalcitrant on me.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Okay, so we're at we're at the last few stanzas here of our
Yep.
observation. And yeah, we get too wound up in doing the last few little ceremonial acts. I want to thank everybody who has taken the time to view this, and maybe I hope you've gotten something from it. And I know that I did,
Yeah.
and I hope everybody else did too. And next week, by the way, is Halloween,
Yeah.
and I'm going to be here.
Yeah, I will also be here. We're going to put our candy outside on the porch. Hopefully, we don't get any interruptions because of that.
And Dr. Art is going to be out doing family things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That said, I might be in costume while we're here for
Yeah.
the flavor of it.
If I look not just like death warmed over as usual, but like death.
Yeah.
Don't
worry about it. What I might take the opportunity to recreate Zach Headroom, because I can only really do that with the background thing. So
he does it well. So it will be entertaining.
Exactly. Yeah.
Bringing a little pagan influence into our Jewish observation.
Is Max Headroom pagan? Anyways, what I'm saying is I might be in costume, and I so I should also note the date. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So now we're getting to, I just love what I've learned about Lechilach, which means get up. And some faiths would have you down on your knees.
Mm-hmm.
This one says get up. Get up,
Yeah.
and go, and be a blessing. Not pray for blessings. Be a blessing. Be a blessing to other people. There's so many opportunities to do that right now. Just check the news.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many opportunities to lend a hand.
Mm-hmm.
Take some clothing that will be secondhand to places that provide it to people who need it.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting in your closet doing nothing, isn't it?
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. Well, this was initially said, according to our scripture, to our patriarch Abraham, and to Sarah, his wife, who they were good people and they were treating strangers well, but they were in their home base. And God said to them, I want you to go outside of your home base and start bringing my love to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And don't just be preachy, but go be a blessing. Go be a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
That's really important. That
Yeah.
it's not like people's houses are on fire. It's like they're needing something to brighten their day.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's sing this, all right?
All right.
Well, hang on. Lechila, to a land that I will show you. Lecha, to a place you do not know. Lechila, to a journey I will bless you. And you shall be a blessing. And you shall be a blessing. And you shall be a blessing. Lechila, Lechila. And I shall make your name great. Lech Lecha. And all shall praise your name. Lechila, the place that I will show you. Listen, לשמחת חיים, לשמחת חיים, לתהילה. We have a challah so good it's gonna unsettle your stomach. Show it close. Take it out of the bag for goodness sake.
Very well.
We got this at our Jewish store down the street.
Yeah.
It's got black and white sesame seeds on it.
Yeah. Racially diverse challah. That's what's
Now,
up.
you
Right
could do this with a soda cracker, okay? If that's
of course.
what you
Yeah.
got.
Yeah. If you got some bread granary, if you don't have any bread granary, then that's not your fault, is it? That's probably some extenuating circumstance. Otherwise, if you got some bread, use it.
Get a beer. That's grain of the field too.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, it's like
I don't think that's
I think at some
indicated.
I
I'm not
think
gonna
at
say
some
go
point
for
that's
it.
getting a little bit much, but you're stretching it, says the
I
voice
try
from
to
the
be
sky.
flexible.
Yeah.
I try to be flexible.
Yeah. It's a fun way to get a sudden booming voice in your head going, okay, Mr. Funny Business, let's calm it down a bit.
Okay, you guys, whoever you're out there, you can get in touch with us if you want to partake with us in enjoying this together on the wire. I guess it's not right to say on the air. On the wire.
Yeah, we'll call it on the air. Who cares?
Yeah,
It's
on the air.
culturally significant as a statement.
Then get in touch with us. Get in touch with us through Dr. R's YouTube channel, I guess.
Yeah.
Through our page on Facebook.
Yeah.
You're a Mitzvah.
Yeah. Use hints about things we said over the various episodes to track it down where we live and show up for a special guest appearance. Don't do that. We'll shoot
No doxing.
you. I will stab you if you do that. Don't do that.
So here we go. What is that?
This is a challah, and in fact, hold on a moment. Dang, tastes pretty good too. One could even say, right here is a tasty
loaf of challah, loaf of challah, loaf of challah. Here's a tasty loaf of challah. And now we sing it. Baruch atah Amotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat 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 Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat 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 Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Have a great rest and kick back and take a look at the world and appreciate it the way it is. From the Orava Mitzvah to you, have a great week. See you next week if you care.